You know what I realized? I haven't been honest with you guys. The other day, I posted on my story about feeling like I've got executive dysfunction, and so many of you responded. Some of you saying how refreshing it was because no one seems to talk about it. And it really made me think. We see so many creators talking about self-care, self-improvement, self-love, and routine. And it's always so aesthetic, so glamorized. And I get it because even I love showing the pretty sides of life. The truth is, I've been struggling behind the scenes. Not because I'm unhappy, but because my life doesn't feel perfect enough to share, if it's not aesthetic enough or not well put together enough. And I thought to myself, maybe I don't want to be that person anymore. I want to be real with you guys. No filters, no pretending. Not like I was pretending anyway, but it's just I never thought of sharing the struggling side of me. I want to talk about my mental health, not for sympathy, but because I know someone out there probably needs it. So lately, I've been feeling this thing called executive dysfunction. If you don't know what that is, it's basically when you want to do things, but your brain just won't let you do it. You feel paralyzed. You can't start even if you really want to. And it makes you feel useless even though you're not. And I'm currently on the waiting list to get checked for ADHD, but you guys know how long the waiting list is. Because I've had a lot of people that have ADHD tell me that I probably have it. When I've read about it, everything just made sense. How I was in school, how I was studying, my motivation levels, it just made sense. But what I want you to know is that despite me looking a certain way online, I do hit this wall every few weeks, maybe every 3 weeks, or every 4 weeks, every 5 weeks. I hit this wall where I just become paralyzed and I can't do anything. I literally cannot function. My entire motivation just shuts down. And I'm a content creator, so you guys see this version of me that's always showing up, creating, doing makeup, posting consistently. I literally posted 96 times in August, which is insane. But what you guys don't see is me every few weeks when I hit that wall, spending so many days in bed, not doing anything, just watching Netflix for hours. Because my brain feels like it's running on 1%. And that's not me self-isolating, it's just me feeling really drained. And that's just how I recharge. I used to think that made me lazy, but no, that's just how my brain is. I just feel mentally drained, and instead of feeling shit about myself, oh, why am I like this? I just accept it, that this is how I feel, and listen to my body and mind and know that I'm probably going to feel this way regardless because I have BPD and I feel emotions really intensely. If I feel happy, I feel it really intensely. If I'm in love, I feel it intensely. If I'm sad, I feel that really deep. So I know that it's just a cycle. I know I'm going to feel low. I'm going to feel this emotion that I'm feeling really intensely for a long period of time, which is for a few days. So instead of hating myself for it, I just go to bed, do whatever the hell I need to do. I just lay down there and just go through the process. So I've learned to not hate myself anymore for doing that, but instead just letting myself rest, because I know that when I recharge, I will find my purpose again. As I was saying, oh my god, I will never finish my makeup. As I was saying, I have been diagnosed with borderline personality disorder and binge eating disorder. For a long time, I used to worry, what are people gonna think when I say it out loud? But there, I've said it. Because honestly, I'm not ashamed of it. Because these labels don't define me, they help me understand myself better. They explain how my brain works and why I feel things the way that I do and how I can grow from it. And ever since I found religion back in February, my BPD symptoms have reduced significantly. Religion, finding God, has literally changed my life. But yeah, the executive dysfunction still hits sometimes. I've been trying to build a new routine since I started my 9 to 5. And it's been hard because I've been trying to find out what structure actually works for me. Let me show you guys. For example, these are the journals I use. I need all these to keep me functioning and being productive. So this is my daily journal, and this is basically where I do therapy on myself. For example, because I'm a trained mental health coach, I've been trained in CBT and motivational interviewing principles. So I use that in this. For example, if I notice that I'm thinking a certain way, I literally dissect my brain with this. And any thoughts, anything uncomfortable that I'm feeling, I write it down, and then I'm able to overcome it. And because I experience executive dysfunction and I just feel like I lose my purpose, I have this where I have written down my goals, vision, and purpose. So when I feel like I've forgotten, I can come back to this and remind myself of my goals and motivate myself again. And this is my productivity diary, and I literally write down, and it's got monthly goals and weekly timetables. So I find that it really helps me. And every day, it's something new that I'm trying to implement, but I found that it's been helping me a lot, because what I struggle with is that when I think about things, I can't do the work, okay? Or if I'm too busy thinking about what I'm going to do next, I just can't function. So what I need to do is divide my tasks between thinking work and doing work. So the night before or in the morning, I literally write down from 6 a.m. till 9 p.m. and each hour, I write down what I'm doing. That way I don't need to think about what I need to do next. I just follow it, and that helps keep me productive. Anyway, this is my content plan. I write down all ideas. I usually write them on my notepad as well, but I find that because I do content creation and my work is like on the laptop, I just want to stay away from technology, and I find writing things down, pen and paper, it works really well for me. And there are a few other things I have done which would be amazing to share. I might share that with you guys soon. Oh, it's been taking me forever to go through this process, but I know that once I do, my mind will feel much more clearer. And something I learned recently has stuck with me. So, you know, the prefrontal cortex, the thinking part of the brain, when you force yourself into habit, it can actually make ADHD harder. But when you do something so often that it becomes automatic, your basal ganglia takes over. And that's when things get easier. So let me give you an example. I've been praying 5 times a day for a few months, consistently, not missing the times, on time. It literally became second nature, and even when I was praying, I would feel really close to God. I'd feel really grounded. But then I realized, wait, hold up, Isha, you are praying every single day on time. And I just started overthinking it for no reason. So my habit of praying every day just went from the basal ganglia to the prefrontal cortex. And I fell off. And something that just felt so natural to me started feeling so difficult now. Yeah, in my religion, when you're on your period, you can't pray, which I feel like is a mercy from God. Yeah, so I've been trying to use this time to reset my mind, to get back on track, to get back to that place where things just felt easy, genuine, and peaceful. So what I'm trying to say is, it's okay to have these ups and downs and feeling like you don't have your life together. I want to be clear about one. When I say I have a struggle, I don't mean that it's permanent. I actually believe the struggles aren't meant to hold you back forever. I believe that God gives us challenges to make us grow even stronger, to help us grow and to shape us into better versions of ourselves. So even when I feel stuck with executive dysfunction, or when I'm low or unmotivated, I remind myself that this is just a phase. It's not the end of the road. And that mindset makes a huge difference, because it allows me to be compassionate to myself and to rest when I need to, and to get back up knowing that I will overcome it. So yeah, I love struggles. And another thing, I believe everything happens for a reason. Me, having BPD and possibly ADHD, it's made me someone who feels things more deeply. I experience emotions intensely. If I'm happy, I'm extra happy. If I'm sad, I'm extra sad. If I'm in love, I'm like super in love. I really feel emotions, and I see that as a strength, not a weakness. It's made me more compassionate and more attuned to people, and I guess that's why I love psychology and mental health so much. And that's why I feel like I can truly connect with people, understand them and support them better, which is so important when you work as a mental health professional. So even when things feel hard at times, I look for wisdom in them. That's what shapes me into the person I am and the person that I want to become. But yeah, you can still live your life, you can still thrive, you can still do whatever the hell you want despite having ADHD or BPD or whatever it is that you have, okay? Even if you feel like you're behind, it is not the end of the world. Because at the end of the day, no one's gonna believe in you unless you believe in yourself first. And I mean really believe, even when you feel like you're behind. So whatever you're struggling with, give yourself grace. Rest when you need to, and then get back up again. You can do it. But yeah, my first YouTube video, this is so odd. I'm just speaking my mind. I feel like I need to put more structure into this. I don't know. Let me know if any of this resonated with you, if what you want to see more of, if you want to share your story, please do. Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe.